Hey everyone, and welcome back to Spirituality with Gabriella. In today's video, we are talking about how to have a healthy relationship, and we are using the principles of energy to describe how to build this healthy relationship in your life. So first things first, when we are in a relationship with someone, you have your energy body, and then there's their energy body. And what happens is gradually over time, these two energy bodies come together and create this beautiful explosion of energy. And this is such a wonderful feeling for so many people. And we describe this as love, and we describe this as feeling elated and excited and head over heels. And really what's happening is your two energy bodies are merging, both emotionally and physically, and it's creating this huge explosion or portal of energy. Now, in the moment, this is such a beautiful thing, but over time, what we need to be careful of is this manifesting as codependency, of course, but also the merging of these two energy fields can be something that can actually become damaging. So let's talk about why in a healthy relationship, what you really need is space. So we need physical space, and we need energetic space, and we also need emotional space. And without that space, what actually happens is that people begin to live together, live very closely together, and it's not just that they're living together, it's that their energy bodies are beginning to merge. And so what happens as a result is a lot of confusion. We become confused. What is me versus you? What is my truth versus your truth? And then in that confusion, a lot of self-judgment can often take place. So, oh, he says that I'm not being considerate. Am I an inconsiderate individual? Or she says that I'm not being organized. Am I a disorganized individual? So there's something here about self-awareness, which is, of course, valid and great in many ways. We always want to be self-aware. We always want to be growing into our better person. But what we want to be mindful of is having enough space so that we're clear on what is my perspective versus yours, and also, most importantly, what is my energy versus yours. Because your energetic frequency might be very different from your partner's energetic frequency. And so when you come together, despite this huge explosion of energy, which can be very addictive, by the way, it can create a lack of harmony in your energy field. And what's happening is you're so close and so intertwined that you're actually taking in that person's energy, they're actually taking in your energy, and there's this push and pull that begins to emerge, where at the end of the day, you forget who you are at the core of your being. Love is amazing, but when we think about having a truly healthy relationship, what we really need is space. We need a healthy amount of space, not too much, not too little, and we need to be able to check in with each other, to support each other, to affirm and validate each other, and also to challenge each other to go deeper in our lives and in our emotional capacity to grow and to learn. Too much space, this can create lack of trust. But when we don't have any space at all, this creates immense confusion. And so the first thing that we want to understand in a healthy relationship is how much space do we need? How much space is comfortable for you versus me? And what does that look like? And so in our 3D world, that manifests as, well, how many times per week should we hang out? Or should we share the same room? Or if we get a house together, where's your office versus my office? All of that space is actually critically important for having time to separate our energy fields from one another. And in doing so, you get a lot more clear-minded about what is me. So that is the first thing in a healthy relationship, which is very, very important. The second thing in a healthy relationship is individuality. So we all know about codependency. We all know about the damage that codependent relationships can create, where your lack of identity is becoming an issue because you're so married to how the other person slots into your life. So we all know about codependency, and we all know that it can be damaging to have a codependent relationship where you're always relying on the other person to slot into your life and to make you something. So it sounds something like this. Oh, when I'm with him, I feel so amazing. I feel so light. I feel so free. Okay, so what's happening there is that person is making you something. you're not doing it for yourself. You're actually relying on that person's energy to create that sensation. Again, nothing wrong with love, but we want to be mindful of if that person is creating a sensation in you, now what we want to try and do is get that same sensation through resourcing internally. So let's say someone makes you feel really light and free and expansive. Great, now you have that as a data point. So what can you do to make yourself feel light and free and expansive? Maybe you write, maybe you cook, maybe you paint, maybe you do ecstatic dance, maybe you do yoga, something different, something that lights you up, something that is curious and completely out of the norm for you. Now that is true individuality. You took that as a data point and now you're creating that same sensation within yourself. So that is the second trick to a healthy relationship, individuality, and cultivating that healthy energy within yourself instead of relying on somebody else to do it for you. And the third thing in a healthy relationship is comfort. So we want to have the comfort of knowing that when your two energies meet, it is a beautiful and sacred experience. And to really treat it as such, it is sacred, it is a beautiful experience. And so if you have space, if you have individuality, now what you need is comfort to really, truly treasure the moment and to feel safe in the other person's presence. And when you feel safe in the other person's presence, what's happening energetically is instead of forcing your energy in any way, not trying to be something else, you're actually relaxing your energy body and you're able to just beautifully merge with that person just for a little bit of time. And it's like this dance that takes place in your two energy fields where you're both together, you're both dancing in this beautiful flow. And so instead of trying to force yourself like, oh, I need to look this way, or I need to act this way, or I need to pretend XYZ, which is very constricting for the energy field. Instead of that, your energy is going to relax and you're going to be able to flow. And that is the true authentic vibration of energy that we want to achieve in a very healthy, expansive relationship. So that's all we have for today. 3 things for a healthy relationship. So once again, space. Secondly, we have individuality, and thirdly, we have comfort. So remember those 3 things whenever you're in a relationship, if you're getting into a relationship, if you're dating someone, those 3 things are the most critical things for a truly successful, healthy relationship. All right, you guys, if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, share it if you feel so inclined. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.